using a fake leather, just like this. It's just fabric, but it looks like fake leather, or I mean it looks like leather. We're going to start off with the base, and it was 79 cents at Hobby Lobby. It's just a little board, and I'm going to stick it down here, put a little bit of hot glue on, kind of rub it thin. You really don't need that much. And then fold this around just kind of like you're wrapping a present. Doesn't have to be that good. It's kind of like this. Here's one way that I'm going to fold it. I'm going to take the top and, oh, you're looking at it from the top. I'm going to take the edges and fold them in, and I'm going to hot glue right there, and then I'll put them in like that. This is very hot, you guys. Take the edges and fold them in. Give that a minute to harden. This underside one, I'm going to go ahead and cut off. So that way when I fold this one over, it's going to be really nice. I'll get closer so you can see. Ah, now you can see. Sweet. Alright. And I'm on a glass tabletop here, so I can do this. And I like to move it around because the glass is cold and it makes it harden a little faster. And there you go. This is going to be the under the seat of your sofa. This is actually going to be the very bottom. You're not even going to see that. It's going to be underneath. So the nice part goes underneath, and then I'm going to show you how to make the actual cushion. See the cushion? We're going to do it. It's a love seat, by the way. Let's see. Start off with a piece. You're going to, well, let me back you up. You're going to have your wooden thing here. This is how big how you know what size to make it. Take some cardboard and cut it out to that size, and then cut it in half. Then you have your half a piece of cardboard. And I'm using some foam here from Hobby Lobby, the thinnest one they have, and I just cut out the same size that the cardboard is the foam. It's really late, so I'm tired, I'm sorry. Then I cut out a nice piece of my fake leather, and I'm going to stick that on there. Grab my hot glue gun. Yeah. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to glue that, cut off this excess, and fold this down. The back will not matter because this will be glued on top of this, and you'll never see it. You're going to make 2 of this size. Okay, well, I finished those up. Those are the top cushions ready to go. And here's the bottom. We're going to end up gluing those right on top of the board, just like that. Hot glue these little puppies on. Make sure you line them up even. If you hear mooing, it's just my husband. He's reading Mr. Brown Can Moo, Can You? Anyway. Ooh, that was frightening. Let's try that again. Alright, so here we have the seats. I've glued them on now. They're on there really good. And there's the bottom half. You can see a little tiny bit of white, but that's okay because I'm going to be using a gold strand like this, little rope. It's from the sewing department. And I'm going to hot glue this right around, all the way around this thing. I'm going to start at the back corner, come up, and then go all the way around, even on the back side, and then meet on this side again. Alright, there, I've gone all the way around. Started in the back, I'm looking at the front here, and goes around like that. So, And I have the top. Woo, hot glue gun. I have the top done. Then, at Hobby Lobby, I got these little wooden blocks like this. Oopsie. See if I can get that closer for you. And it's upside down for you, so let me turn it over. See, it was $1.47, and there's the item number 621946, and there's like 5 pieces in there. You're going to wrap these smaller ones exactly like the bigger seat ones. They'll just be smaller. You take the foam, take your little board, and here's your fabric face down. You're going on the back. You're going to hot glue it on here and here, and fold the edges up like a little package, and you'll end up with, ta-da, these things. So it's exactly like the big ones, just obviously smaller. Then we're going to take, this is the armrest, it's a little round thing, and I was looking at all different things that you could use. You could use a twig or a chapstick if it was very cleaned out, or maybe a marker lid, but I decided to use this empty jar from the beads and just kind of measure how big I want it and cut it, because it's plastic and it's not very hard. Oh, let me see. There we go. About there. And there we go. This is going to be the arm. Then I have some packing foam. It's really thin. And I'm going to wrap it around there. Cut it out so that way I know how big it is. Which, in this case, is right here. And you can use hot glue, but it melts it. I'm using double-sided sticky tape. And roll it. Cut off any excess. Come to help. So I have that all wrapped around there. I've cut off the excess, and I'm going to take a little piece of the fake stuff here and put, I'm going to hot glue it on there. That's melting pretty quick. Give that a minute to cool off, and then you can cut off extra. And do the other side, other side just the same. Turn it over. And then let that cool for a minute. And just kind of hold it down. Okay, I've rolled that all around. I actually used double-sided sticky tape on most of this because it's flatter and it doesn't melt that kind of foam stuff I had. The ends are not going to look real good at this point, and that's okay because we're using a little roll of trim, and it keeps coming undone. So if you just put a little bit of hot glue on the end, it really helps. And then start at the seam. Right here's the seam. That's going to be your bottom. And then you're going to go around. You're going to hot glue as you go. Now we have the armrests finished, and I've put gold on the front and the back. And here's the base of the sofa. There's the bottom half. Here's the top half. It's all nice and fluffy. And my armrests are going to go here. And my back rests are going to go here. I'm going to start by putting on the 2 back rests. you want them towards the center. There's going to be some extra room to the edges. That's okay, because that's how the armrest goes on. Hope you can see that better than it looks on the camera. Well, anyway, I am just going to glue them on, but when I glue them on, I want to kind of tilt them backwards. You don't want them straight up and down. Well, you might, but I want them backwards a little bit. Just take your hot glue gun and squish. Let that cool, and then you can let it go and do the other side too. I went ahead and put a border around here with my little trim stuff. I'm going to do the other side. Just going to go down in between these cushions. If I can get down there. There we go. And on the front, I'm going to place a bead of hot glue on the edge. And put that on there. Youch. Come around the back. Then we're going to go up right there on that seam. Ooh, burning myself. We're going to glue along the top and down, and then we'll hot glue it, let it cool, and trim it off. While this is still really hot and it's cooling down, I'm going to go ahead and take my armrests and squeeze those on. And I don't want it all the way to the front. You want it kind of, you want the back to match up pretty good. Like that. So, I'm gonna get a dab there. Right about there. And try not to burn yourself. And I'm just going to be holding this on here for a few minutes. Alright, it's pretty well dried now. And there it is. All we have left to do are the legs. So, I'm going to use some metal bead caps that I found, Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to go ahead and hot glue them on. They're going to be like that, and one in each corner. Alright, the legs are on. They're cooling down because they're really, really hot. You can see it's like this, and here's a little ottoman I made to match. I'll have to show you guys that one. That'll be in a different video. But here is your sofa, and it is ready for the little dude. Where's my little dude? Okay, here's little old geezer Spock, and he has his feet up. He's relaxing.